up there almost 70%. It is all to play for here in Miami.
Yes, one of the best things as well is that Na'Vi, they've taken a new approach. So even though we have that history between these two teams, this could really be where Na'Vi flips the script on Team Liquid. We'll have to find out. We're into the match. Na'Vi on that T side, and already Team Liquid, they're looking to take the initiative, to get aggressive right off the bat here. Pushing down middle, Leech will take down Simple immediately towards the T steps, and things are getting a little uncomfortable here. Now for Edward, who's stuck on the banana position, sandwiched between 4 players from Team Liquid as they go turret mode, taking down all of Na'Vi's players. Down to Electronic and Zeus. The trades are coming out now for Na'Vi. And Nitro will start to push. He's going to go through that smoke, and he's going to find it so fast-paced, James. These teams not pulling any punches at the beginning of this matchup.
That was absolutely crazy, all the exchanges. There was a very great timed flashbang up towards Banana. Only good for the 1 frag, though. Very back and forth. Immediate aggression from Team Liquid, running down that mid position, but it is Na'Vi to take the pistol round. So we've got some UMPs coming out for the most part. Edward's got the AK-47. A bunch of grenades as well. We'll see what Liquid are able to do. Nitro's leaving money in the hole, presumably for an AWP on the CT side. The rest of the team are collecting some bits and bobs. Now Simple will be checking, making sure there's no one pushing down towards second mid, maybe through that mid position. Smokes on Banana. Liquid have got 4 more smoke grenades, so they will try to play that long game here and try to put Na'Vi into a bad situation.
Yeah, that Banana dynamics will be very interesting to see how that plays out over the course of this Inferno match. Team Liquid's trying to delay as best they can. Holding on to that utility, indeed, is just the name of the game here. But Na'Vi, this has been a strategy that's been in the meta for so long, so they look very well equipped to deal with this. You can see that still try to push Banana here, try to force out any of the remainder of utility that Team Liquid are desperately trying to hold on to towards that B-bomb site to go for the delay. And we'll see if they can do any damage. No. So anticipating perhaps a setup. And Na'Vi, they're playing such a slow pace that Team Liquid haven't quite read that timing just yet, James.
3 more smoke grenades for Team Liquid at this point. 49 seconds on the clock. So Na'Vi needs to try and pressure a little more. They're heading towards the A bomb site. The bomb's been left at the bottom of mid, so they still have options available to them, and they have baited a smoke grenade towards B, trying to call a rotation, and that might have worked because there are 3 players over there for Team Liquid. So Na'Vi are heading towards almost a 5 versus 2 situation on the A bomb site. That's the kind of smoke you don't normally see, but there's a lovely headshot from Edward, and that's going to make it really hard for Twist to do anything. They've got time for error correction here. 20 seconds on the clock, but he's continuing to move around. No rotation between board just yet. Very solid stuff. Simple's cut off the players towards that arch position, so now the bomb can get planted. Time-wise, on paper, it looks crazy, but they have taken all the threat away towards that A bomb site.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you watch some teams play this round, you think, oh god, they're going really slow. That the strategies, the tactics are working from the CT side. But as you said, it did feel like Na'Vi, they played the slow pace perfectly. It was really, really structured, and that is the kind of structure that we want to see out of Na'Vi. That's the difference that they need to make and have consistency with as they approach a team like Liquid, who themselves are incredibly disciplined. And Stewie and Nap trying to hold on to what they can here. Pat steal a weapon away, not looking all that likely. Na'Vi, they're honing in on these players. That's beautiful stuff. They're just hunting all of them down. That's just great to see.
Yeah, Liquid basically get nothing out of that round, close to a frag towards the end. But everybody survives for Na'Vi, and this will be eco territory for Team Liquid. Again, Nitro's got 4,600, but the rest of the team are in eco town. So we'll see the AWP in the buy round to come for Liquid. I would love to see a Zeus in a round such as this. With that, he's got more money than he probably needs Nitro. He'll pull out the CZ-75, but especially around the apartments and so on, you could pick up an AK, and then who knows what happens after that.
So Team Liquid not doing anything too crazy here. I mean, it's very limited in the options you have in a round such as this. But they want 3 towards that banana area with 2 pressing on the apartments, and they may find Flamey. I doubt that Flamey is going to be too aggressive here. His position is really just to make sure that the CTs are kept honest and they aren't just pushing all the way through the apartments. You can see he's going to harass their presence, maintain for Na'Vi towards the apartments, looking to see if there's any shenanigans going on here out of the Team Liquid camp. And Electronic decides to finally go for a push, looking for the information. Zeus now swapped out into that aggression, and they can't quite find a frag. It's a little bit awkward, but Na'Vi will start to close into top mid whilst this is going on.
That is quite the angle on the fountain. Really hard to find a frag, especially with something like a UMP. If you had an AK, then he probably gets a kill there. Stewie well positioned. And Naf now, it seems, will head towards the A side, or at least Speedway. Plenty of time for Na'Vi again. The threat is limited despite having lost a player, because There's 2 CZs, and that's about it. Edward might need some help, though, if he moves too far forward. There's the bait. Oh, he's probably missed the mark there, Twist, but he finally gets there. Looking for the AK, but he will be denied. There's plenty of time to clean out this A bomb site, so again, not a real big issue for Na'Vi. As ugly as it has looked, Electronic has position on Arch, just like Simple did in the previous round. And so far, Na'Vi look well organized.
Absolutely. This is really good to see. Again, the discipline is so important against a team like Liquid, who they plan every single aspect of their gameplay. It's really remarkable. And seeing Twist with those shots, James, for me, when I see Twist on the A-bomb side with a CZ, I'm ready for a 3K just out of 12 bullets. You know, he's always good for it. So perhaps having being a bit slow off the start. But we don't have the full gun rounds out just yet for Team Liquid. That will be coming in the following round. Liege, meanwhile, trying to see if he can find a gun. He does know that there's an AK on the bomb site, so if he can hide in the corner and not go down to the bomb...
He's dead, mate.
He's very dead.
He's got no Kevlar. He's never surviving that.
All right, well. The 3-0 is confirmed for Na'Vi, but finally, James, we're going to see full utility, AWP, Team Liquid bringing out the Orcs. It's looking good for them here.
How will Nitro use his AWP? That is one of the main questions for me in this first buy round for Team Liquid. I don't expect him to be playing the same position every round. There may be some things which are spawn dependent. Doesn't have the greatest spawn in any direction right now, but he will be heading towards the B bomb site. 3 players there, the usual stuff. Setting up the grenades to take Banana. Zeus is making his way up into the corner. And here it starts for Team Liquid. No one contesting yet for Na'Vi. Edward taking a grenade towards second mid, maybe bounced out of the balcony area. But indeed, it's still slow. Simple waiting for a flashbang. But Na'Vi don't feel like they've been challenged just yet, so they will try to force that extra utility out of Team Liquid.
Yeah, so the banana take coming in. I like the conservative approach from Team Liquid so far. Really trying to feel out, how does Na'Vi want to approach these 2 rounds? Will they just dump all their utility at the beginning, or are they going to go for a slower and more conservative approach? So far, that seems to be the case. We've got a lot of utility left on Na'Vi. Got a minute left. They are taking away positions on top middle. Liquid are blind there. They're also blind towards top banana. This is an ideal spot for Na'Vi to start to decide, all right, we're going to hit that A or that B bomb side, and Liquid have to take a guess. They've got to try to find an information play, but it has such high risk associated with that at this point, they're completely blind, James.
Na'Vi have taken most of the smoke grenades away from Team Liquid. Apart from this one, you see there's only one with Twist on the A bomb site. So again, a limited challenge from Team Liquid on Banana after the initial grenades, and they await the push from Na'Vi, and it begins. And that is a big frag from Electronic. We're going to pop flash from Stewie, but he doesn't have any help anytime soon. Nafly's on the way. He's got 1 flash he can throw. It'll go deep into the side, and Stewie will pick, but he picks a little too early. Gets a kill regardless. Looking for another one, but that's about it for him.
We'll have to see some real Naf antics here. Ooh, has the angle, but can't quite find the connections. Looking quite labored here for Team Liquid. That extra kill that could have come from Nitro would have meant all the difference, but you can see that Liquid don't like this. They don't have any utility to try to force their way through, and Na'Vi have well and truly taken this B bomb site away. And that is, again, just the start from Na'Vi is looking really, really solid. At this point, James, we've seen a few whiffs coming out of Team Liquid. They're going to have to start warming up a little bit faster into this one. And if they're able to save these 3 rifles, they will be able to scrap together a buy in this following round. We'll have to see how exactly that buy will look and what strategies they feel will be best suited to such a buy.
So far, so good for Na'Vi. 4-0. Again, in terms of the stats, very heavily favored on Inferno, but not necessarily against Team Liquid, so who knows what will happen later on, especially when Liquid have all the utility they want at the beginning of their buy. So I see some drops. We've got a FAMAS coming out, which it seems that Nitro will be holding. Some frustration early for Stewie 2K. Again, it is cutthroat in these best of ones. Only so many rounds you can lose before you really start to get into trouble. So Liquid are well equipped. They've got good grenades. The FAMASs are not the worst thing in the world. And they've mostly got defuse kits as well. So we'll see how Na'Vi are able to abuse their advantages this time. It seems there'll be more investment towards Banana, but again, Zeus is in that position beyond the smoke grenade with some Molotovs to stop Liquid from posting up with whatever weapon they might decide around that old car position. And again, a lot more grenades from Team Liquid than we saw in the previous round, but that molly won't do anything. Stewie's just about going to escape that spot. Some harassment from Nat, but Na'Vi will hold Banana.
Yeah, you can see that Molotov that Stewie threw, that was to help him be able to take the push, but because that hit the smoke, suddenly there's just, you can't go for that push anymore. There's just too much space, too many places that the T's can be. So really good utility work there from Na'Vi to come out on top on Banana, and that's so critical because that was a really big part of the play here for Team Liquid. Get control of Banana. They've been denied. It's got to be down to the individuals here. Good boost coming out towards the short position, but it's only good for a single kill. Once again, James, Na'Vi, they are ahead here. It's a 4 versus 4. They've got better utility. Team Liquid don't know what's going on. They're trying to float a player back into CT spawn away from the B bomb site. This is just guesswork for them.
It is complete guesswork. No vision top mid, and they don't seem to be anywhere near going for it anytime soon. They don't have the weapons for it. They've got almost no utility. Twist has an incendiary. Beyond that, they've got no flashes, nothing. No way to try and make an information play as safe as possible. It's just all risk and gambling at the moment. 20 seconds though, and now we start to have potential issues in Na'Vi unless they can get the right frags. Nitro waiting in the pit, grenades flying in, clearing out some of these areas. Waiting for someone to drop off the balcony, not happening just yet, and there we go, Liquid streaming in with the frags, and that is a huge one. A big flurry from Team Liquid, and they get their first round on the board.
Beautiful hold from them. I really like how Naf played the arch position, just not facing, just listening to the sound cues, coming in for a backstab. That made all the difference. Really sneaky stuff there from that setup for Team Liquid. It was a very desperate spot, but they managed to convert, and now they're really able to challenge the economy of Na'Vi, and it was beginning to grow. It's beginning to get to be a problem, but now that you're back into the hands of Nitro. Didn't have the best first showing with it in the previous rounds. Let's see if he can do something better. He goes towards the A bomb site, as we see Elite with the deep incendiary, and the challenge towards that Banana position from the B players as well. Naf and Stewie looking to try to push the issue here, but again, Na'Vi, good utility work. They dug in simple. Oh, we can't quite connect that one though. It's so close. Hits Stewie through the half wall, and problems again on Banana for Team Liquid. They can't hold on to it against Na'Vi so far.
I think this reaction though has caused them to make a push through apartments for Team Liquid. They need something trying to hold on to Banana. That hasn't happened, so now they know that they need the information, and Flamey will be denied by Twist, who starts to fall back. And this might spur on Na'Vi before a potential rotation towards this B bomb site. There is a smoke that will be very handy. Stewie's got one as well, but there's a gap, so they've got to be careful. Simple human cannon waiting for an opportunity. So we've got the boost coming in. I'm sure this will be checked for if there is a push. Electronic in the smoke. Look at his very forward position. He's got his teammates to cover for him. And he will be beyond the smoke if Stewie tries to throw this off the wall. They line up smokes of their own with a flash up high, and no one sees anything, but we've got players towards the pool already for Na'Vi, and that's a big problem for Liquid. They've been forced out of the site already.
Oh, no one looking towards the boost though. Great stuff coming in from Naf and Elise. Big damage done there to really make the retake effort much better. Simple and Electronic left alive in the clutch, but Stewie straight through. He doesn't see them. Simple picks up the frag, and the next one down in the clutch. Has to get the ace clutch to pull this one off, but needs the bomb to go down. Uses the cover of smoke to get that bomb planted, but is there really a chance here for him? He's picked up the AK, but Elige is in position in time, and he'll shut it down.
Always dangerous when Simple is the last man standing. Didn't quite work out for Na'Vi. Liquid had no one on the site itself, but a weird exchange, and the player in the boost position did a lot for Liquid. 2 rounds in a row now for them. 3 players survived. They still have the AWP, which they stole from Na'Vi 2 rounds ago. So things are starting to look better, and Na'Vi still have money, but it will soon disappear once they have bought through here. It's a great play through the smoke from Naf. Nice spray from Elige as well. Everything calm in the Liquid camp for the time being as they start to mount a comeback versus Na'Vi. This will be a very important round for them, and we have a last-second timeout from Na'Vi to decide what to do.
Yeah, change of pace here for sure. Team Liquid starting to get their confidence. Really good to see. Now, we had those first few rounds where they were whiffing some shots, didn't really look all that ideal for them. Then with their backs against the wall in a desperate position, they find a way to overcome the disadvantages. And, you know, credit to Na'Vi, James. I feel like Na'Vi are playing a really excellent T side. They are denying so much information from Team Liquid. And one of the amazing things, I think, for me so far is that Na'Vi understand how to play the utility around Banana to deny Team Liquid Banana control every single time. That's really difficult to do on the T side.
Yeah, but credit to Liquid as well, because they understand what Na'Vi are doing, taking that information away. That's why immediately, when Liquid lost Banana in that one round, they pushed apartments straight away to get that information and try and make an aggressive play and take the game away from Na'Vi, which Na'Vi has certainly been doing slowly but surely in the rounds prior. So now this is a very key round for both sides, because someone's going to be broke afterwards. Again, Na'Vi early in Banana. Now, Liquid have tried and failed to stop Na'Vi taking Banana so early, and that does force Liquid to use a lot more smoke grenades and so on a lot earlier in the rounds. Now, Na'Vi will be passive for the time being. You never know when a pop flash play is coming, top Banana, and I'm sure that will come eventually, but for now, Liquid have got 2 players in that arch position.
Yeah, definitely a change of approach here from both sides. We'll have to see who it favors. Na'Vi looking to press into this top mid position. You'd expect that there will be a smoke on the arch side at some point from Na'Vi, or will they just try to burst this? Leash still sitting in the cubby there. There's a smoke towards the short position. Edward's going to play with that. Perhaps if there was a CT trying to find information, he'd be able to catch him from Boiler. Smokes on both sides, so Na'Vi with lots of pressure towards this position. Liquid right now, 4 players now rallying together towards the A-bomb site to defend this pressure. But they are running low on utility, our Team Liquid. There's 30 seconds to go, and Na'Vi still have B as an option.
Well, they've all rotated away from the B bomb sites at the moment. And while they look low on utility Liquid, they have position with 24 seconds to go. They're the ones holding the angles, and there's only 2 more flashbangs for Na'Vi, so it's going to be hard to breach these positions, but everything's gone quiet, and NAF's going back towards the B bomb site because they don't have that information. That's a huge way to start things off. The rest of Na'Vi, they're pushing that short area. Look at the stereo frag from Na'Vi, the transfer as well. They will all survive, and now they're just 1 round behind. No plant for Na'Vi either. Their money is in the toilets.
I think one thing Liquid has shown now a few times is that if you don't find a way to get a pick against them, even if you do get a pick against them, and you force them to defend in the most passive positions, they're still very strong. The way that they hold their setups, their angles, their team play in those positions with their backs against the wall, they are delivering time and again. And now things really have turned around. They've indeed forced Na'Vi onto pistols now, onto a save round, and that is phenomenal for Team Liquid's momentum moving into towards this Inferno matchup. And Nitro moving towards the top mid position with the AWP. Na'Vi looking like they have a focus towards this A-bomb site. Their objectives will be damage. I don't know if a plant is all that likely, especially with only a single smoke, but they can get a couple kills here at least. That would be really good for them.
Liquid finally enjoying possession of Banana, of course, when Na'Vi have pistols, so we'll see what happens in the next round. Now Zeus is he's the grenade man for Na'Vi in this round. He's the one with the smoke grenade. He's got a flash. Based on his position, it might be for the balcony burst. Simple has flashes as well, which will probably go out behind the balcony. 1 minute on the clock, and they've got to wait for these smokes to go now. Liquid are expectant, as indicated by that smoke in the balcony. They know what is likely, especially because NAF hasn't been challenged on Banana. So Liquid basically have all the information, but what can you really do if you're Na'Vi in a situation like this?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's going to take some individual flair from them. They definitely have the players for it, but these setups here for Team Liquid, excellent as always. Trade does come out, though, towards the cubby, and that is something. Oh, okay, well, there is that. USB headshot through the smoke, now down to Simple with the Deagle. He's found himself one, though, and is that a weapon to be collected? Yes, it absolutely is. 20 seconds, he's got the bomb. There is an open bomb site here, James. There is a world. There is a world where Simple finds a clutch here. He's just going to have to go for the risky plant. He knows that's his only option, and he's going to be good to get a 1 versus 3 after plant. This is scary.
All right, and it begins. He's got 24 bullets in the magazine. Nitro and CT, Twist and Banana waiting for his teammate to join. 2 flashes for Team Liquid. A very dangerous weapon that Simple is holding. We see the grenades begin. That clock is ticking. They've all got the fuse kits. Simple has an idea now. There's the first player taken out, but through the barrels. 3 players we lost for Liquid. That is a lot more than you could expect, bearing in mind this is a Nico round for Na'Vi, so that's great damage.
Yeah, absolutely. It's incredible damage. And their chance to win the round, of course. You've got the best player in the world. That's what he does. You know, if you feel like that's probably could have been one of the highlights that might come out of this tournament, there's definitely a feeling of tension when you have Simple left in that spot. I wonder if Liquid feel that. Obviously, a very experienced team, but you can see that they crossed every T, dotted every I to make sure that they had the perfect timing there to make sure that Simple was shut down. No mistakes can be made against a player of his caliber. And 4-4, all tied up here on Inferno. Na'Vi, though, they're giving me... I'm very confident in how they've been playing so far. They've been very impressive in this T-side approach. We'll see the battle for Banana rage forwards.
Look at the play in apartments, though. Oh my god. Okay, on my second screen, Twist and Nitro were making a play into apartments, but Twist got shot in the head through the door from the balcony on the other side, and that completely stopped their push, because obviously the player spraying will hear that headshot as well. He knows someone's in there, so they have to abandon it immediately. So again, Liquid with a forward play. They had plans with the AWP, but because of a spray from the other side of the map, they've cancelled all of that.
That is very, very interesting. Don't often see that. Counter-Strike, the game of the smallest margins.
If they'd made that play, then maybe they have a different setup towards the bomb site. But now they have no information, so that one spray could have a colossal impact on this round.
Yeah, and I mean, credit to Na'Vi. It's all about creating presence towards the apartments, trying to make it look like you can't push. And he denied it, so very effective indeed. And here we'll see the set piece be set up now by Na'Vi as they look to take this B bomb site by storm. It's a rotation, looks like it's been figured out here. Leech is booking it towards that B bomb site, but will they be able to hold off against the might of Na'Vi?
Leech is in CT spawn, but he's got no flashes for his teammates. Where's the smoke? Why isn't there a smoke there? That's disastrous. Finally, it's been put down, but is it too little too late? It's delayed the push. Zeus is trying to get the bomb planted, and Nafly can't get the transfer. Elise is into destruction as well. Nitro and Twist on the way. There's a man advantage for Na'Vi, and Liquid have a decision to make now. Do we want to commit to this? Is construction enough position? They're still waiting for smokes to dissipate. So it's only Elise picking into the site for now.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Unless I think if something's given to you in this position, it's just impossible. And indeed, it'll be something taken away thanks to Zeus as Twist gets a look in. But this is a dire situation for Team Liquid. Nitro has to cover so that Twist can get out of this position. He'll throw flashbang, but Simple will take down Twist. And now it's just Nitro who will survive. And the money is not the best at all here for Team Liquid. It's a couple players who do have some cash, but it's not perfect. I think with the saved AWP, they will still be fine. Actually, no, it's not too bad.
Yeah, Twist has got 10K, so that will have a lot of impact.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows what might have happened if there wasn't... Okay, here's the replay. So Twist is having a look, and he's going to take one in the face. Boom! And immediately, like, all right, guys, we kind of... that's giving up the game for us. So that completely changed the round. Who knows what might have happened if they put maybe 3 players towards B and left one. Like, there's so many things that might have happened there, but just a spray through the wall, and here we are. 5-4 in favor of Na'Vi. Both teams on the bye once again. And we're back to the usual, trying to control Banana. And this time, I guess Zeus had a bad spawn, because almost every time he's been beyond the smoke, this time they're not, but they will not be deterred. Electronic will make his way through. So it seems like this is a very big part of the plan for Na'Vi on the T side. This is forcing so much more utility for Team Liquid.
Absolutely. They have definitely learned a few new tricks here to make sure that the CTs can't get banana control ever. So this is really cool to see. Again, I can't really emphasize enough. I'm really impressed by Na'Vi so far. And ever since Star Series, they really look like a new team. However, there's one thing in having a bunch of new tricks, and it's another thing entirely to start defeating a team which stylistically has always been a problem for you. And we'll see Na'Vi now looking towards that B-bomb site. But there is information for Team Liquid towards top middle. But Na'Vi have played so many slow rounds. The fact that they see nothing at top mid at this timing doesn't necessarily tell them exactly what Na'Vi are doing, because Na'Vi have had that slow pace for so long. And that's part of the reason they do it.
Nitro's through him on top mid, but maybe to get some sound cues, but never mind that again. Liquid fakes from outside the site. They're so good with these sprays. Sui sees a glimpse of somebody as the smoke goes, and another one is deployed. We've got players above the barrels. They're all waiting for this boost, but it's still going to cost Flamey his life, and now there's a man advantage for Liquid. They're continuing to move towards CT. Twist with a late rotator in case there's a lurker. 4v3 for Team Liquid. And more smokes are being deployed. That's really going to waste some time.
Yeah, that fresh smoke. Oh, God, another kill through the smoke. Unbelievable stuff. Now down to Edwin and Zeus. And it's a trade, an even trade, and that's going to favor Team Liquid. Nice entries coming out of NAP, and another round to them.
Crucially, there was a gap in the smoke that they threw there. Even from the perspective of people on the site, I felt like this is too much to one side. So the AWP had an angle through that gap, and then everything fell to pieces. So here we are, Liquid 5-5. And now it's Na'Vi with the shortcomings in their economy. You can see no one too happy just yet. Very early in this game so far. plenty of counter-strike to be played, but this is a great opportunity for Team Liquid to turn things around. We've got 2 Galils coming out for Na'Vi, but they are very well equipped, and we've seen already what they can do with that utility.
Absolutely, and we're going to see somewhat of a mix-up here. Team Liquid's trying to throw a wrench into the works, catch Na'Vi off guard, and considering how slow Na'Vi have been playing, this is a great play to make. Let's see if it does catch them. Lige all the way towards that bench there, deep on the mid position, looking towards second mid. He's got to set up to cover him, and it's going to work out. Chris picks up one, there's the peak, but the trades will be even, and that is actually going to benefit the T side typically. And so now Liquid have problems, but it's the mid round, and when you have players of this caliber, it's hard to know who has advantage sometimes.
On the plus side for now, Liquid had control of Banana. They dropped a smoke grenade towards the bottom of Banana once Na'Vi rotated out based on the action that was in mid. So, I mean, they don't know the status of it right now, but Stewie's made his way towards the B bomb site now, and Nafly is holding on Speedway. So they're quite stretched out, and we'll have to see what exactly is going to happen. Na'Vi playing it slow, and the longer Na'Vi wait, the more likely it is that there are less people wherever they choose to go, rather than a higher concentration of players from Team Liquid.
Twist there on the bomb site, looking to see if he can find a multi-kill. That's what he does, that's who he is. And Molotov will miss the mark there, but he finds the kill. Headshot onto Simple as he tries to wet to the balcony. It's the bomb down on the ground. Naf comes in, but it's Flamey. 1 versus 1, 30 seconds to go as the bomb goes down on the site. Flamey looking to reposition. Will he make the right guess? Stewie has to play it slow. He's got the time, the smoke's still there. Doesn't want to take any untoward risks, and he'll start to push in. Maybe waiting patiently. The crouch peek comes in. Stewie, that's not bad, is it? Very important clutch there from Stewie. And Team Liquids go to 6.
6 rounds to the 5 of Na'Vi. Na'Vi, thanks to that bomb plant. That bomb plant was so crucial for them. Yes, they lost the round, but they've got the money to buy up again. Some people will be short on grenades if they go for all of the AKs, so we'll see how they choose to play it. But Liquid now in the lead. Can they string some momentum together? They've won the last 2 rounds, Team Liquid. Almost every round, though, the bomb's getting planted. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds, there have been at least 5 bomb plants from Na'Vi. So they're having a lot of success, and there are some narrow issues which are maybe putting Na'Vi in this position. Let's not forget that smoke that was down when they moved into the B bomb site, and there was a gap for the AWP to take some players out. So a little change here or there, and maybe Na'Vi are winning some of these rounds that Liquid win. So momentum may be difficult for Liquid to achieve in these last few rounds. And now we see the buy from Na'Vi, the AK is coming out, and the Galils as well.
So far it feels like Liquid, they've really come into themselves after what was in some respects a slow start here or there. A few shots missed, but quickly remedied. Perhaps something for a team as experienced as Liquid, it's not too hard to fix. And once again though, going to make that point that Banana has been pretty consistent for Na'Vi. They've been able to take control of this. They've been able to have some nice tricks up their sleeves as far as understanding the flow of CT utility, how that works, and understanding how to counter that with their own to prevent the CTs from taking position down Banana and preventing them from having that 1-4 setup, which we classically know gives a massive advantage to the CT side in terms of information and rotations. So here we go. Looks like a deep smoke finally there for Team Liquid, but I'm curious here. Will Na'Vi decide to challenge that smoke? They still have players towards the T-steps. They could try to flash through, and it's just sometimes just one flashbang. That player on the half will falls back onto the site. It's a very cheap way to get the Banana position as well. We'll see Na'Vi looking to try to go towards top mid. Again, it's a default, making it look the same. Actually, that said, we'll see a deep smoke there going towards Library, so really threatening this A bomb side of Na'Vi.
More smoke grenades from Team Liquid, really thwarting the intentions for Na'Vi. And they've got 2 players towards our Team Liquid. Oh, Nitro misses a flick. He's down to 2 HP. He has Nafly at a really bad angle, so this might be really rough. Flamey looking maybe for a potential wrap towards B bomb site. He'll be denied, but Edward's useful chase. And Nafly is making his way back towards the B bomb site. Stewie's already there. And now Na'Vi are kind of stuck in spawn with the bomb. Zeus not sure where to go with the bomb. Heading towards B. Electronic charging up Banana. This could really escalate quickly. Nafly's by the tree position as well, so there's just frags all over the map at the moment. But again, Zeus in spawn with the bomb. He's got no time to go anywhere. Trying to hide. Nafly will deny him. Death by paper cuts. That's a huge headshot towards the end as well. That is a very strong round for Team Liquid. 4 players survive, and now Liquid have 3.5k, so they can't really go for any more buys. Again, a bomb plant may have made a difference, but there's no bomb plant, so it won't.
And I got to say, it's such a testament to how good both these teams are, because Na'Vi playing excellent on the T side, but Team Liquid still finding ways to deal with their setups, all the little tricks that they have, that we talked about towards Banana, even though Na'Vi are finding ways to take advantages. And perhaps Liquid wouldn't have expected that in their preparation. They still adjust and look like pros. This is great Counter-Strike, and it's hard to see which way this will go. But as far as this round is concerned, you would expect it to go towards Liquid. Just pistols, of course, here for Na'Vi. As once again, Stewie will find more liberties towards this Banana position due to the fact that Na'Vi don't have that utility in this round, but they do have Deagles, and they've got Deagles on the like. So simple. So that should be quite fun, shouldn't it?
Oh, Stewie made a pop flash play through the bottom of Banana, but he was denied by Electronic. But for the most part, Liquid are stabilizing. They've got control of the boiler position, and that will be a very nice round for them. Moving into the dying rounds of the first half, 1 player loss won't be a huge issue for them. Stewie's got 6,400, so all gonna hurt in the hood if your hood is Team Liquid's hood. Na'Vi back on the buy once again. Now, they well and truly have lost momentum, but if they can eke out some more utility, then maybe they can turn things around towards the end. In the last 9 rounds, 8 of them have been won by Team Liquid, so things have really got crazy here. Liquid will pull out a double AWP. Stewie has many memories of an AWP towards the bomb site, and he looks for more here in Miami.
So there it is. Once again, shenanigans around Banana. Control for that is going to be quite interesting. Stewie looking over the top with the AWP. Meanwhile, the apartment's under attack as well. Flamey taking a frag there. We've got a lot of action towards both sides of the map early on here. A 4 versus 4. I love how close this is between both of these teams. They're both making plays all over the place. But the double orb, that will be interesting here for Team Liquid. It's one of those new dynamics that they can play with because of Stewie. And Stewie is a fantastic AWP, especially under pressure. Very fast, maybe not fast enough there, as you'll have to fall back towards the B-bomb side. And will that cause a rotation? Maybe not, because Naf goes for the push, finds Edward. But is he just lurking? It's hard to know again with Na'Vi. They haven't showed their hands just yet. And Team Liquid will, in response to that, they'll rotate Naf back towards that B-bomb site. So 3 versus 2 here. Benitro will open things up well. They walk straight into his position. And now this is getting quite awkward for Na'Vi.
I kind of wanted to see Flamey get hit by a smoke grenade because it would have killed him with 1 HP, but that wasn't the case. Electronic and Simple, arguably the 2 high-skilled players for Na'Vi, are what remains in a 2 versus 4. We saw 2 versus 5s won in some of the matches yesterday, so let's not count them out just yet. 20 seconds, though, will make it a really hard task, and I'm sure they'll be paranoid of the pit position, as you can see from Simple peeking. But they're both on the site, these 2 CTs, Nitro and Twist. 11 seconds now. Simple's got to go turret mode. He's got to charge in there. That smoke will maybe create some space for Team Liquid to just delay. Bombs on the floor. Na'Vi on the floor. Liquid with 9 rounds to the 5 of Na'Vi.
What a performance here from Liquid. Again, Na'Vi they're making plays. They're getting the frag at the beginning of the round, making things awkward to Liquid. It's a map where it's really hard to rotate. It's hard to get information as CTs, but still, Liquid's still dealing with it very well. And once again, making things very awkward when Na'Vi run that clock down. You can see here, just on this bomb site, it's just how do you manage that in Na'Vi's position? Very difficult indeed. But there's still a chance to pick up the last round of the first half. We've got 5 AKs in play. No grenades though, so that's going to be a problem. They're going to have to just run in and see if they can try to frag out. We do have the likes of Electronic and Simple to do that, but it's going to be difficult to get into position. And how do you breach those bomb sites with no utility against Team Liquid? How do you do that?
Well, you use people like Simple, Electronic, and Flamey, I would say. They have the advantage of the AK-47s, but the AWPs, of course, will be an issue. Nitro just waiting. Oh, the white pick from Zeus, lead by example. The in-game leader going huge. All right, then. that will stretch out the players for Team Liquid towards the A bomb site. And there's another one. Zeus will do it on his own, it seems. Twist will create space for himself with the smoke grenade, but he can't really do anything. His hands are tied. We've got the police charging into the library position. Zeus is finally going to get taken out. Now it's Nafly's turn. He's got an AK as well, 3-on-3.
Simple still alive, says Electronic. And that bomb is ticking away. Pressure on for Liquid here, but they'll move forwards, running into Edward. Trade out from Stewie, but Electronic's in position. And that's going to be that. 6th round there for Na'Vi. That is fantastic. After a big streak of rounds from Team Liquid, they still find a way to bring one right at the end, and this game is still wide open.
Absolutely, but you have to think of the mindset of Na'Vi now, moving into the second half of a best-of-1, when from the last 11 rounds, you won 2 rounds. 2 rounds. It seems that success is a distant memory for Na'Vi, and of course on the CT side that may change, but again, it's not really the psyche you want moving into the second half. And now we might see the likes of Simple really explode. They've got the angles of the CT side. He's got 11 frags so far, but it was a great half for Nafly as well. He's got 17 kills in that first half.
Yeah, Naf is so reliable. You just gotta love watching him in the clutch situations as well. Always just surprises you. And moving into this next half, we saw great T-side tactics coming out of the likes of Na'Vi, but sometimes their CT sides can, well, they leave something to be desired. We'll have to see if they can find positions for Simple to really get going with that AWP, make things difficult for Liquid. But again, Liquid, such polished T-sides. We saw it yesterday on Nuke, James. It was so amazing to behold the level of detail they have to their peaks, the team play, the timings, the coordinations. On the T side, Liquid is a different beast.
Team Liquid, when we get back into the game, you will see they have a lot of intention in this pistol round. As you said, they are a very prepared team, and they've brought a lot of bits and bobs. They've got plenty of items coming into this one. Definitely brought a kitchen sink with them. Whereas on Na'Vi, it is purely USPs and some flashes and a kit on Zeus. So we're not too far away from the second half. The crowd enjoying some of the action in the other games. It's all displayed on the screens of the stage above us. So they can keep tabs on all the goings on and all the best of ones that are happening at the same time.
And again, what can be a really telling story, a narrative that we look to every time you got an Inferno at this level is...
I look really handsome, Dad.
What's that?
What do you think?
You think
do I look handsome, guys? What were you saying, Dad?
I feel like you have outdone me here. I'm just wearing a black shirt. You got a Hugo Boss jacket.
Got my little flower today, the little rose.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's beautiful,
yeah.
James.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful man.
Thank you, whoever that was.
So, which way do you see this one going, James? Team Liquid, they're moving into that T side. We saw that Na'Vi had some tricks up their sleeves. They're able to control Banana really effectively. Will Team Liquid be able to just dismantle them, then their CT side?
You know what, the stats are so bizarre between these two teams on this map in particular, as we alluded to at the beginning. And I don't think we can really say. There's only 3 rounds between the two sides. We've got Na'Vi moving into the CT side.
I think you should burn the stats, James. You just get a lighter out, burn it. I don't think it means anything.
Look. We've got the AWP coming out for Simple eventually on the CT side. I really think it's 50-50. It's kind of boring to say and it's non-committal, but I can't pick between these two teams. They're both too good.
I got to say, as we see there from Zeus, I love the fact they were like, oh god, they have no utility. How do they break Team Liquid's setup? They're so tight in their defense. And it's Zeus of all people who comes in, swings out, white peaks the AK, 2 headshots, cracks open the bottom side by himself. That's great. Got to say, Zeus has been playing a lot better individually in the last month or so. Like, especially a Star Series, it's really amazing to see him stepping up. We always talk about that with Na'Vi. You got Simple, you got Electronic. Who's going to be that third guy? Sometimes it's Zeus, but here we go. We are off. Na'Vi, 6 rounds, Team Liquid 9. But who will take the pistol? Lots of utility for Team Liquid. This is going to be interesting.
All right, so we've got some aggressive peeks from Na'Vi, having a look past the balcony position, seeing what's going on second mid and so on. But again, what I was alluding to for Team Liquid, look at the grenades on the likes of Stewie, Nitro, and Twist. They have an execute in mind. With 2 Molotovs, I'd have to assume it's going to be the B bomb site. And now they've got 2 smokes as well, so they could choose to smoke off the Coffin's position, or they could double smoke CT, which would be really difficult for the retake. all of Liquid on Banana, but how long do they wait? We've got 2 players rotating for Na'Vi. Zeus is moving into position in Coffins with a flashbang. He could make a flash play. You can see him lining it up. Edward's going to have a look. Is the flash going to come in time? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't indeed. Zeus with a frag through the smoke, but here comes a push from Liquid.
Yeah, and all that utility starting to pay off. Able to enter the bomb site there. Going positive on the frag. Simple down to 5 HP. It's tough, and he will be taken out. Up to Zeus and Electronic now, but what a labored retake they have. Electronic's not even in position just yet. Just now joining the action from CT spawn. This will be very difficult indeed. Zeus has a single flash left, but it looks like they're thinking to save what they have. It's very little, but that just goes to show how hopeless they feel this is. And on the flank, you got Naf. He's lurking around. He's going to hit the steps. And there you go. Try to save. I don't think actually Electronic had anything. I think it's just Zeus.
He had Kevlar. He had Kevlar. So that's a Kevlar taken away. Everybody apart from Zeus had Kevlar, so Zeus can try and hold on to the defuse kit. But that's a big kill, basically. Zeus can try and make some money towards the end, and he is going to do that, actually. So, ooh, no kit. I like seeing a CT side with a defuse kit in an eco round where they haven't really bought anything else, because I just think that, you know, it could take somebody by surprise one day. Hasn't really happened just yet, but that was taken away. And then Na'Vi going for the force buy.
I mean, you know what? They took away his defuse kit, but he got so many kills.
Yeah,
actually offsets that too.
He got more value from the kill.
Actually works out. And wow, I see a 16-2 for MIBR over Astralis, James. What the hell is this? What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on?
Absolutely deleted.
Back to the A-stream. We've got Flamey on Big Pop. He's got that shotgun out. Sonova making an appearance. We've got smoke grenades, CZ, UMP. It's a very interesting affair here for Na'Vi on the force buy. And Elise is looking to crack open this B bomb site, looking for the headshots. But will he find anything at all? Smoke there from the CTs, and that's what the pressure from Na'Vi is there to do. From Team Liquid is there to do. It is to bait out all the utility, make sure that you're not playing against smokes when there's 30 seconds left in the rounds.
Only 2 smokes at this point for Na'Vi. There is the bait from Liquid. They're looking for a response, and there's been none just yet. Does that make them think that maybe there's a stack towards the A-bomb side? Slowly creeping in. So many angles for Elise. Ooh, that was meaty indeed. Ruben sandwich in the face. There might just be a gap in this. You can see them trying to retrieve the weapon in the smoke, and they were able to do that. And Simple has been given the AK-47. Now, Liquid know they've dropped a rifle towards B, which is probably partly why Simple is now rotating that AK towards A, because the last thing you want to do is run into that AK that was on B.
Yeah, very, very smart stuff so far from both teams. And we'll see Liquid here in a little bit of trouble because Simple's in with the peek. He's found the bomb there on our side as well. Life getting very difficult now. No one's dead for Na'Vi. How have they managed to pull this one off? Finally, Twist gets a kill, but down to 1 HP. Surely it's on Naf's shoulders, but there's no time. The round has been won. It's just the case of can you somehow keep 1 AK out of their hands, because they picked up a Galil. Oh, okay, well, not the Galil's gone. But they got the AK on Simple, so there is that, and that is quite shocking. That is very shocking. Very well played there from Na'Vi. Liquid are in some real trouble here.
Great rotation with the AK-47 given to the right man. Look at this. Oh, that's just so satisfying. Great transfer from Simple. The reaction just wasn't fast enough. Probably expecting his teammate to take care of that player in library. The second player would just be looking for a double peek, essentially. So it was a perfect storm for Na'Vi and Simple. And all the weapons have been taken away now for Team Liquid. Pistols and an AK on Twist. Not a bad man to be holding it, but we are asking, well, they are asking a lot of him in this round.
Now seeing what he can find with that Deagle, trying to get that pre-fight game going, but it is a slow round from Na'Vi. They are playing very passively, and they can. They have the information. Zeus there with that deep banana smoke, yet to be challenged. Very limited utility here for Team Liquid to really work with. And Zeus is going to spot them as they start to move towards Banana. But with a minute left, they can force Zeus back into the B-bomb site with this pressure, and then they can go back towards top mid, where they still have Nav. So will they try to push in here? There is a rotation from Flamey. 40 seconds left to plant this bomb. And indeed, we start to see them, after forcing the rotation for the CTs, Team Liquid move towards top mid with that bomb.
30 seconds for Team Liquid. Edward could absolutely massacre. He's looking the wrong way! And that's a rifle to be collected now. And they've got the numbers game. Electronic can cut those numbers to pieces, though. Buying some time as well. Ooh, trying to play the headshot positions, but he will get headshot by Twist, who had that AK from the start. And now there's a 3 versus 2. Liquid fighting right back.
Yeah, there's no kit on Simple as Zeus. I don't know if there's one on the bomb side, but Simple. He's so important here. Oh, he spots an arse. He's going to be shooting at that, but he can't find the fatal connection. Problems here. Twist's angle is too strong from the pit position. Zeus is forced back. There's nothing he can do. And just as Na'Vi did to Liquid, Liquid do to Na'Vi in this round, James. Very well played. They had so little utility to work with, but they found a way to win this one, surprisingly. And we have such a game on our hands here.
Balance in the universe. Both teams force against each other. Right then. Na'Vi have decisions to make again. It's the best of one. It is cutthroat. Liquid are 5 rounds away from victory. Na'Vi trailed by 4. Do they risk decimating their economy if they go for the force buy and lose? Would it give them more grenades in the buy round? They'll go for the force buy, as most people would, I think it's fair to say. FAMAS will be dropped. Simple will carry the French gun. We've got pistols here and there. And the Nova's out again for Edward. We'll see if he can have success with it as well. 4 rounds behind Na'Vi. They'll start with 3 players towards that B bomb site. Simple quickly deploying the first grenade and going back towards A. So everything normal for the time being, but that might be when normal ends for Na'Vi, considering what they're carrying.
Yeah, they made it work once, and you'd imagine Liquid will have a different approach here to avoid the problems before, but indeed, Edward, he has repositioned with that Nova, and he is looking to make full use of it in perhaps the best position you could possibly find it, the close range of the apartments. How many is he good for? The flick comes in, it's going to miss wildly. Twist with the entry kill, and that will make life significantly easier. Simple going forwards, finds himself one, traded out though, looking good. Electronic, that's CZ, it's, oh no, the QQ, that's a problem, and he doesn't get any value from that. And this is surely over now. Zeus perhaps wants to save that M4. There's utility for the post plant for Team Liquid. They got the numbers advantage as well. And Na'Vi have to give it up. It's going to be 12 to Liquid and still 7 for Na'Vi. They're trailing.
Yeah, I think at this point it's worth Flamey trying to collect a rifle, because if he was able to do that, then he could drop his CZ to a teammate in the next round. And he's essentially likely doing that in this spot. He doesn't have to go all the way up towards top mid, because there's a fair chance Liquid may come down banana just to try and exit the bomb blast. And he's down to 37 HP. The CZ not quite working out for him there. And he will be hunted. He's got his CZ and his Kevlar, and it might not last too long the way things are going. But Na'Vi might not last too long either, as Liquid move to round number 12.
So there it is. Team Liquid, they are edging closer and closer to that 16, the magical 16, and Na'Vi is starting to struggle in finding a groove. But I have to say, we haven't really seen, I feel like, full buys versus full buys. Because of the nature of the first few rounds here, you know, where we have these force buys taking the victories, the economy is being destabilized, and we haven't really seen what Na'Vi's ideal CD side looks like. So I'm still waiting for that. We should see it in the following round. Obviously, Team Liquid coming out ahead on the force buy wars, and Na'Vi just going with the single Sade M4 and pistols here. So go for the B stack. Nothing too fancy. Would be a great result to get some economic damage, maybe steal a gun away, but winning the round is perhaps too far-fetched.
Well, they still have the M4A4. So if you somehow manages to use his teammates for distraction and say he gets 2 kills, then who the hell knows? Because there are so many targets to be had. And they are in forward positions. They're not behind U-box and the places you're expecting to throw a molly. So this will be very interesting. Liquid continuing to fish. There's a Simple with a USB taking some players out. There's some revenge for Na'Vi, and this is going to go their way eventually. Sorry, Team Liquid. Excuse me. There we go. 13-7. And Simple's got 1400. I'm not expecting AWP no Kevlar on a map like Inferno. You don't really have all the range in the world, so that might be quite dangerous.
It's getting scary now. 13 rounds. Limited opportunities now for Na'Vi side to get back into this, and they could really hitting their groove. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it, to not see Simple yet on the AWP into round 21. Naf going for a fast timing there, can't quite find the entry frag that he wants, but he's going to do some damage and he's going to force back the CTs. And that was very cheap to get banana control there. They invest almost no utility. Just Naf running up, doesn't even take really any damage. 10 damage or something, and they got bananas. So loving that for if you're Team Liquid. Na'Vi with an interesting setup here. This might be surprising for Team Liquid, but can they deal with it anyway? They're pretty good at adapting on the fly.
Looking to burst out on top mid. We've got players jumping out. Everybody's flying, and the frags will mostly go to Team Liquid. Charging forward, looking to go to double the score of Na'Vi, and Na'Vi have been outpositioned, the last two players towards B bomb site. They can do nothing about this. So we're looking at 14 rounds for Team Liquid, and beyond that one force by one from Na'Vi, they've had nothing in this half so far. Yeah,
again, I think it's one of those things where these force buys, they just really destabilize everything, and it's hard to find a groove. And life has been tough. It's been very tough indeed.
Speaking of tough, Flamey has 6 kills in this game of Inferno so far, which is not where you would expect him. Everybody, I would say there's a good average on Team Liquid. You've got some exceptional performances from the likes of Naf and Twist, but 6 kills for Flamey, 9 for Edward. They're just not getting the frags. I mean, 21 rounds is that's a lot of rounds to only have 6 frags in.
Yeah, it's true, and the game looks really competitive in the first half. I felt like, again, Na'Vi, they're a team that has excellent T-sides. But again, switching on to the CT side, that's, as I mentioned before, that's where you start to wonder. There's question marks up here. You need Simple to get going. You need to get him on the AWP quickly. And we can see that this has not really been an option for them with the way that the force buys have gone and where the economy's been. Yeah, the force buys have basically decimated their economy. We spoke about the AWP at halftime. You just mentioned it now. He's on an auto shotgun. Yep. It's 7-14, he's on auto shotgun. Yeah, that's not great, is it? But maybe, James, maybe it's a turning point. We'll have to see if he can somehow get into a good position. You never know how the timings will work out. And here, Na'Vi, they have utility. They don't have the hard-hitting weaponry that maybe they want, but the utility's there. And the battle for Banana rages on, and Zeus, Flamey's not been there, but Zeus has been turning up. He's been fragging, and he'll do so once again. But investing further into Banana straight away. We see Naf pushing forward, Stewie behind. Can he make good of this? Does get the trade onto Flamey, but it's a 3 versus 4 with Stewie very weak. This actually looks kind of awkward for Team Liquid now. Na'Vi in a decent position, but again, the auto shotgun, hoping for Na'Vi's sake that can find a good position. Well, if he finds Stewie, then there's a fair chance of that. Simple was just over towards the B bomb site, but none of those dropped weapons are anywhere near a place where he could safely pick one up. And Zeus has fallen all the way back to the dark spot on the B bomb site. Team Liquid have got a bunch of areas to check in the first before they get there. Now let's see, they've got 2 Molotovs, Team Liquid, and they'll start to charge in, playing the trade game, and this will be difficult. There's no one anywhere, not even in CT spawn, so there can be no flash for Zeus. I don't think that Simple will get there in time. He's got a flash in his hand. There goes a flashbang, actually, so Zeus could peek. He's pretty deep, actually, so he's so deep, he won't see them straight away. Looking for the transfer, he's buying more time as well. Eventually he'll go down, but now Simple's in position. This could be really nasty indeed. Look at the time on the clock. He's going to go through. He'll be denied, not even firing a shot in that round, but he has got a rifle at least. Yeah, the trade-up is a success. Great stuff there from Na'Vi. Didn't look good to begin with. We see that Team... I actually have to say, I do really enjoy that how Team Liquid decided to make the calls in that round. Just reinvesting in Banana, trying to really make this difficult for Na'Vi, but they stand the test. They stand tall. With the rifles there, able to win the fight. Good UMP work from Edward. You definitely needed him to deliver there. Again, especially with Simple on an auto shotgun. But an auto shotgun no longer. He has an AK-47, not quite the AWP that we want to see, but it will have to do for now as Na'Vi look to try to stabilize into this one. And it looks like Team Liquid may just change the pace up here. If I've got an inkling, I've got a feeling, James, they may just want to burst towards the bomb site, change up the pace, the timings, don't throw away the default, and they don't have Banana right now, and they are just going to burst top mid, but what can they find? Because Simple is around the corner! He's found himself 2! That's going to be good enough. He spotted the bomb as well.
Yeah, and that's going to allow Zeus to move deeper down towards Banana because they know that the threat will be limited, all things considered. Top mid are Liquid. Nitro waiting in apartments as well, and they move towards that short position. A jump peek to look towards that pit area. Nothing doing just yet, but there is somebody there. The mollies start to fly through now. Nitro up top will be taken out by the French gun of Electronic. Edward on the site, the crossfire. They've got too many people. Street with 3 more to find. He's got 2 so far. He needs an ace to bring Liquid to match point. Picks up the bomb. He's got a minute on the clock to do this, trying to get a 1v1s, but he can't find the head. Edward on the site will get the damage done, and that's Na'Vi on 9 rounds. And now it starts to look like Na'Vi might not be that far away.
And it's really interesting, actually, because it's the rounds in which Team Liquid, they're not really going as default. They're trying to mix things up. They're trying to put more investment in certain positions, be a bit more aggressive. We see there that they just completely give up any aggression or in timings towards Banana. They go straight into mid. They're trying to burst, play contact, but Simple found a good timing to swing the advantage towards Na'Vi. Previously, we see a mix-up by going really aggressive onto Banana, trying to reinvest there, trying to just catch Na'Vi out, because maybe Na'Vi are expecting Team Liquid to play defaults. And so if you don't play defaults, often as a T side, and you have a big burst of players at a fast timing, you can catch 1 or 2 players off guard on the CT side, get a quick early advantage. But that's not really worked out for Team Liquid. So we may start to see that default style come in from them at a slower pace. But Na'Vi, finally, they're getting some money. It's still not great, honestly, and there's still no AWP for Simple. So this is a grind for Na'Vi. Simple
had $6,300, and he didn't buy for a long time, so I think there was some discussion. Maybe considering what Liquid might be bringing into this round as well, because he had plenty of money. He didn't need to drop for anyone. Zeus dropped the Fan Master Flamey and picked up an Org for himself. So they could have had the AWP if they wanted it. They chose not to, at least for this particular round. So we'll see how it plays out. Maybe being more nimble in case Liquid overcome them in what's likely to be an eco round from Liquid. There are 2 players who couldn't really buy here on a T side. So
yeah, and honestly, that's one of the reasons why Simple is such an asset to the team, because even if you're in a situation like this where the money's not great, he's best player in World Champs. Give him anything, he's going to be fantastic. So such a boon to the Na'Vi side is the quality as Simple as a player, and we'll see Liquid's bouncing around here, getting denied towards top middle.
But they burst through the smoke, actually, and they saw that no one was top mid, and that might be why they are rotating towards the B bomb side, expecting the A site to have more defenses. And it seems that it'll pull rotation by forcing Zeus back. So they're trying to read the reaction of Na'Vi to try and find the weakest point in this defense, but the weakest point might still be very strong based on what Liquid and Na'Vi have.
It's going to be one of those rounds where Team Liquid are really good at defending these on the CT side, where not much information, you just sit back behind the smokes and you wait for the push onto the bomb site, and it's, well, gone terribly there for Simple. Goes down to a P250 Edward. Oh, God, that is terrible there. Just jumping on the door frame, making himself very hard to hit. And now it's down to Electronic, anchoring this bomb site. He's got himself 3 kills. Is there any more to be had here from Electronic? Dancing around the smoke, very awkward, holding them off, though. He gets delayed for his teammates to get in on the rotation to try to prevent the plant. They've got to make it across to the site, and we're getting Zeus trying to deny that. He's done it! Zeus saves the day again for Na'Vi. Oh my God, James.
But credit to Electronic as well. He bought so much time for his team to rotate. Even then they were behind the smoke, but he had so many guys around that short position, played around the smoke perfectly, held on for as long as he possibly could. Liquid kicking his fingers on the edge of the cliff, but look how much damage he did, and just dancing around, buying time for his team for that rotation. Very crucial shot towards the end there, and he knows that his hard work was paid off. Na'Vi now 10 to the 14 of Team Liquid. We've got a good buy for Na'Vi, and I see an AWP on Flamey. So finally, the sniper rifle is out for Na'Vi.
Finally, yes. It's going to be really awesome to see how this dynamic works out. Hopefully, Flamey can get into the game a lot more now as he's picked up the AWP. Very familiar story for him, and
he's still on 6 kills.
Yeah, absolutely.
We mentioned that it's round 21 now, it's 25, and not much has changed there.
Yeah. With the AWP, you'd hope he'd be at least good for 1, guaranteed perhaps, as we'll see a slower approach here from Team Liquid. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, just resetting things, play the default, starve Na'Vi of utility, starve them of information, force them into having to make a play for information at some point during the round, which incurs a lot of risk. Maybe you anticipate which play they're going to make, you punish them for it, then you get an advantage, you close down the bomb site. That's often how a default can work out for a T side on a map like Inferno. But here, Liquid, they've got 50 seconds left. Na'Vi, sort of guesswork. They've got 3 towards the B bomb side right now, but as we can see from Liquid, they have everything open to them. They can do whatever the hell they want right now.
Yeah, Stewie's begging for a challenge top mid, holding angles towards long and short as he wishes, but no one is there. In fact, Na'Vi have gambled a third player towards the B bomb site, so they've got no eyes on Arch whatsoever. They might even fear a wrap at this point. We've got the smokes up. Edward will try to hold his position for now. Electronic has angles towards the site. There's one finally spotted and swatted. And again, they need to hold on to this position for the retake. If Liquid can't do anything, they'll get sandwiched. Zeus will take a gamble through the smoke, and Simple will do exactly the same. What's going on? Why are they doing this? They've got a pit. They can just wait for the smokes to go. Maybe feeling that their teammates will be falling. And now we're in a 2 versus 3. Electronic looking for another frag, and there it is. The balcony position. Twist going nuclear. Now will leave Flamey still on the B bomb site.
No. It's like he's just not in the game at all. I mean, it's one of those situations we all hate. You know, you're on the AWP. You can see just, you know, fist on his face. It's like there's nothing you can do. It's hopeless. And
I think Na'Vi must have gambled, pushed through the smoke on Arch, expecting Liquid to be focusing on the pit where they had a bunch of players, but they just ran to their doom, and that really kind of threw the round, and now Liquid are at match point.
There's still a chance there. There's still hope here for Na'Vi. They've been very good at grinding rounds out over time, I would say. And you know what? 14 rounds, 5th playing against match point. It's all the same. Obviously, the points difference in a format like Blast is a little bit different. But as far as doing your absolute best, even though the win has been denied you, I feel like Na'Vi very capable to bring this one to 15, and it's going to take 5 in a row. That's definitely a grind, but the whole match has been like that for them so far.
We've got the old Simple on a Deagle round with Flamey on the AWP. The AWP can be collected, but Liquid are focused on the A site, so it might be nothing doing for the likes of Flamey and Simple for now. And you know, we normally see this situation, but where Simple will take the Deagle round, he will almost always deliver. But I mean, in this situation where the guy with the AWP's only got 6 kills, maybe there's more argument for Simple to have it. They're slowly moving down Banana, and there's Flamey finally delivering kill number 7. And Simple can collect the rifle if he wants to. Moving through the smoke, the bomb's still bottom mid, but I don't expect that's going to be delivered by now. All right then, that's making things more awkward, and now they can start to push from the A side if they want to, or they can try Na'Vi, but that is still being held for Liquid. The moment isn't in a spot where Na'Vi can realistically try to hold on to it at this point in the round, but you do wonder if enough damage has been done. Simple has slipped away with the AK-47, and Flamey's basically playing retake with the AWP, it seems.
The bomb going down there, that might kill a good 20 seconds. You can see everyone's just paranoid, don't know where Simple could possibly be. Has he played it safe and just fallen back to the side, or is he lurking around somewhere? He could be anywhere. It's very scary, but you can see Team Liquid, they've got 40 seconds left at this point. This could be a real chance for Na'Vi, because risks have to be taken by Team Liquid. If Electronic can deliver, there goes the flashbang. Will he be looking away? Oh, it's going to get him completely. Just drop down now. He's not so blind. He's got the CZ in hand. Can he deliver the kills that Na'Vi need? He can't. It's all going wrong. But Edward, somehow with a P250, he keeps the hope alive here for Na'Vi.
The gravity of that frag from Edward is absolutely ridiculous. It assumes the high ground advantage for Na'Vi on the retake. And there's a man to the good at Na'Vi. They've got the extra guy, so that makes things really awkward. But look at this rotation from Liquid. They know they're in a really bad spot, especially with Edward. But Edward is spitting all the information. The transfer, absolutely disgusting plays from Na'Vi. And Liquid were proactive, but Edward going back towards Boiler was a masterstroke. 3 kills for him. And Na'Vi are making round number 11, and they may have put Liquid into eco territory.
Wow, the timing's there, unbelievable. Such an important kill there from Edwin. And the fact that Simple knows that he's going to push, just take the risk, get the gun, keeps pushing, finds the bomb. What a weird round for Team Liquid. And they still had a bunch of chances there, but it was Edward that was required to do some crazy stuff. And he delivers. And this is really, really cool to see Na'Vi making this so interesting. Team Liquid on the pistols. But if we've learned anything from this game, and knowing Counter-Strike Global Offensive in general, you can't take any round for granted when the competition is at this level. Simple. Looking down, Banana with the AK-47. And Na'Vi should be able to keep good control of this. That forward smoke makes things a little bit annoying, because you don't know if there's a player lurking behind it, which is why Simple's throwing out some bullets. And Liquid in the meanwhile, looking to push the Arch side really quickly here, but the UMP's doing quite a bit of damage.
Okay, we've got some frags for Na'Vi for the most part, but Nitro has position in CT, but for how long? Flamey spots him behind the pillar, the monolith. And Nitro will survive. Now the wrap is on towards the B bomb site. Zeus is there, but he's been fragging. He's been fragging for this game so far. He's got 19 kills, almost the top for his team. But this is a multi-frag situation. Edward and Electronic, they're starting to push short, but will they find this information out fast enough? Zeus moving back to the construction position. The smoke's gone towards the banana area. Spots one of the players, doesn't know that someone's in the pool. Maybe now he hears him. He's in trouble. Edward and Electronic, they're still miles away, running up the banana position. Zeus, though, he's held on to construction. He's still alive, so he's played it as well as you can expect.
And they will start to close in on these Na'Vi players. Pretty epic that they managed to get the bomb down. But at this point, it's going to be rather difficult. Stewie with just a P250. Nothing else. Oh, that's not bad. He's got himself, I think, a Nord collected despite having no Kevlar, being smoked off. Oh my god, this is looking incredibly scary right now. Stewie finding ways to do damage. He's going to have to try to force the issue here with the P250, but not happening. Looking to save the York into the following round. He made that scary somehow.
That was terrifying. Oh my god. If there was no smoke there, I almost fancied Stewie for that one. Oh boy. Na'Vi playing for the draw at best. There's no overtime in this format. Liquid definitely wanting the points though. All right, let's see what Na'Vi have to offer from this round. It was an expensive one, the prior one. There will be a pause, a timeout, tactical timeout from the likes of Na'Vi, who still have 2 AK-47s on their team, and that's going to make a hell of a difference, where it has the potential to, when you're on the CT side, 1 bullet versus a 2 for an M4A4. That can be enough, especially when you've got players of this caliber on both teams.
It's scary. This is a really scary situation for Team Liquid. We talked about, I think it was on the desk, Vendetta was mentioning the old but gold rule. ABC, always be closing, James. Team Liquid, they've got to do their best to close this one. A draw can't happen. Can't happen. You want all those points. You want to maximize the point situation. And they're in a great position to do that. They have everything. They've got everything they could possibly want in this round. Liege on the Kree. We love to see that. It's a great weapon. Has a lot of utility in trying to find entry kills and playing some of these very long-range headshot angles. He's quite the expert with that. Oh, hello. Is that a
Chunks?
That's not a bad nade, is it? Nitro will clear things in the apartment. So this is a D4 here. Two of them working towards the apartments, 3 working towards Banana, keeping the pressure on there. Pretty standard stuff coming out for Team Liquid at the moment. Na'Vi doing what they can to contest it, but they don't have really the full wealth of options to go hard towards Banana, so they're going to have to give it up at this point. They've cost Liquid some utility at least.
Stewie has cleared the top of Banana. No one's behind the sandbags, and he will move to a lurker position, it seems. Now, Simple is still top mid. So they have the information, Na'Vi, for the time being. Edward's in a forward position as well, looking towards that boiler area. With a minute on the clock, there'll be a smoke at the top of mid. That hasn't deterred Liquid in some of the other rounds where they've gone for a burst. And they've got players in position to make a play through that smoke. But last time they did that, they had pistols, so you could say they had less to lose rather than a situation like this. They will start to deploy grenades towards that site. They're just going to charge straight through the smoke with a rudimentary flashbang. And now there's issues for Na'Vi to deal with. There are 4 smokes down around the A bomb site, 2 of which are on short at the moment. Electronics aggressive towards apartments, takes that twist out. Now he's got a high ground. That is a huge issue for Team Liquid to deal with.
There's Edward trying to play around with the AK. He's found one, but that's it. And now it's down to Flamey and Zeus. Everyone's been deleted on the EA bomb site. And Team Liquid, this looks like surely it's the moment. Zeus and Flamey coming in. Flamey's not having a good game. He's stuck on a UMP. Zeus has been delivering, but there's no utility to combat this setup on the bomb site from Team Liquid. It's designed to trade, and they have the numbers advantages. It's going to take something so special here for Na'Vi. Zeus in a 1 versus 3, and that's